You are listening to the Daily Gospel Reflections with Sister Cloth. This podcast is brought to you by the Paulines Multimedia. It is our mission to bring the Word of God to all peoples through sounds and images, voices, and music. Come and join us as we share with you a thought a day. Our reading for today is taken from the Holy Gospel according to St. Matthew chapter 5, verses 38 to 42. Jesus said to his disciples, "You have heard that it was said, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. But I say to you, offer no resistance to one who is evil. When someone strikes you on your right cheek, turn the other one to him as well. If anyone wants to go to law with you over your tunic, hand him your cloak as well. Should anyone press you into service for 1 mile, go with him for 2 miles. Give to the one who asks of you, and do not turn your back on one who wants to borrow." Welcome back to our daily reflections. Today's gospel teaching is a bitter pill to swallow. So what did Jesus tell his listeners? You have heard that it was said, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. But I say to you, do not resist an evildoer. But if anyone strikes you on the right cheek, turn the other also. These words of Jesus are challenging for some of us because our natural tendency is to defend ourselves. Our immediate reaction is to fight back because deep within us, our ego demands that we rectify injustice precisely because unfair treatment hurts us in the first place. But Jesus says, if anyone strikes you on the right cheek, turn the other also. Well, is he suggesting that we adopt a masochistic attitude? Does he favor aggressors to trample on our dignity just like that? I don't think Jesus meant that. To my mind, what Jesus is trying to drive home to us is not to get even with those who discriminate against us, insult or mock us, violate us, or do us wrong. He wants us to let go of it because fighting back is not a Christian act. In his letter to Romans, chapter 12, verse 21, St. Paul says, "Do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good." One biblical writer comments on this passage. The trick to defeating evil, according to St. Paul, is to counter it with good. If others mistreat us, we should not seek vengeance for ourselves, but instead try to bless the person who has harmed us. Another writer adds her thought. When we behave as violently as the aggressor, we simply go down to that person's level and help perpetuate the vicious cycle of violence. Instead, implore God's help to arm us with a spirit of forgiveness in our hearts, trusting Him deeply that He will avenge all the wrongs done to us by people with evil intent. I remember an anonymous writer saying, "You'll never know how strong your heart is until you learn how to forgive who broke it." Be with us again tomorrow as we share with you a thought a day. Meanwhile, you can follow us and listen to other Apple and Google podcasts on Spotify, produced by Paulines Multimedia. Have a good day.